After a lifetime of researching the dynamic and enigmatic world of light entertainment, I've decided to ditch my notebook and meet the people who inspire me. What makes them the people they are? How do they feel about the show business landscape in which they find themselves? And in a world where anyone can be a star, is there still a need for performers who have universal appeal? Come with me on a journey of discovery as I get a unique insight into Britain's favourite stars with a little help from my glamorous assistants. Yeah, well, I say glamorous, more like hazardous. And of course, we'll have a bit of fun along the way.
Russian dancer and choreographer Pasha Kovalev became a British household name in 2011 when he joined the heavyweight Saturday night extravaganza Strictly Come Dancing. A runner-up in his first season with actress Chelsea Healey before lifting the trophy in 2014 with TV presenter Caroline Flack. I caught up with Pasha ahead of the Isle of Wight leg of his nationwide tour to talk dancing, TV and life on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pasha Kovalev.
You're currently on a nationwide tour of the show Let's Dance the Night Away. What can we expect?
It's a full-on dance show, so whatever you usually see on TV, on Strictly, lots of beautiful costumes, glitter, amazing music. We have live singer too. I mean, I'm not going to be singing, but we have a professional who does it. It's a show. It's a show for the entire family. So it doesn't matter how old you are. You will find something that works for you in the show. And the premises of the show, the story is kind of follows my and my dance partner's life, the dance life, the way we start dancing, where we went, how we traveled, and where it led us to. So it's quite personal, but at the same time it's a lot of fun, a lot of banter, and obviously a lot of dancing.
Okay, so in 2007 you were a finalist on the American talent show So You Think You Can Dance. Would you class yourself as a reality star?
Well, no one asked me this question before, but reality, in my opinion, is reality star is someone different in a way, because you come here, well, it's reality talent shows versus reality, like, I don't know, Big Brother or whatever, Georgia Show, whatever they do there. So it's a little bit different. The premise is a kind of reality TV show, but you bring your own talent, so you going forward if you have enough talent. So it's a strange mix. I don't think there is that much reality in those dance programs because it's not spontaneous. Everything is pre-planned and everything is practiced a week before. So I don't know. I think on reality shows, things happen and you film it, and like hopefully you get something good out of them. Here you make it good. I don't know. It's kind of fake reality TV in a way because we prepared.
And you've appeared in the stage show Burn the Floor on Broadway and in London's West End. Mm-hmm. How did that sort of come about? Tell us a little bit about it.
Obviously after being on TV in America on So You Think You Can Dance, and after being a contestant, the following years I was coming back as choreographer, as an all-star. They had this kind of thing where you work with, in your dance style, ballroom and Latin, with new contestants, so to speak, and you perform with them on the show. So I've been noticed by many dance productions, and one of them was Burn the Floor, where we've been noticed by producers of that show and was offered to star in that show's Broadway run with my dance partner Anya, also, who you see on the show tonight. TV opened doors.
So I imagine that in a world such as yours, a successful partnership is like gold dust. What's the secret to your partnership with Anya?
Well, we had our ups and downs. We had times where we would our ways would part, and then we would join again. I don't know. I think at least from my side, I know that Anya is the best partner for me, the best of the she's one of the best dancers in the world, and the partner I can trust, the partner I know a lot about, the partner who would understand in the middle of the dance what is going on and kind of be there for me, and I would be there for her. So I guess it's just years of experience and years of working together and going through lots of things like in life when you, well, with your partners, for example, you learn, with your parents even, you learn things, and then you know which buttons to press and which buttons not.
So in 2008, you joined the US entertainment series with Dancing with the Stars. How difficult is that from Strictly? How different, sorry, is that from Strictly?
It's based on the same rules, it's based on the same premises, but the show is a little bit more contemporary in a way, I would say. So there are more things allowed to do, where UK version, well, not UK version, but original version of Strictly Come Dancing, which is where it all started, and then all the other countries kind of took the idea and developed into their projects. But it's a little bit more classic. It's a little bit more about ballroom and Latin, rather than in America, for example, they start going into hip hop and contemporary and jazz, which is probably to bring younger audience in, but at the same make it more different and interesting. I like the family feel here. It's a little bit even between the professionals, or especially the whole team, we're all a little bit more close to one another. We're not fighting, we're helping one another to become better and other celebrities to progress in the competition.
So in 2011, you became the familiar face in Britain when you made your debut on Strictly Come Dancing. Mm-hmm. How did that come about? Was that sort of a natural progression, or?
Again, it was you get noticed by production, and Strictly Come Dancing always looking out there, because things happen and some people leave, some people come in, and some people have to be replaced. I don't know what's the politics behind that, but they're always looking for new faces, and they saw me, and they offered to come and be part of the program, but I didn't commit to it straight away, because I was under the contract with other things going on, and I think it was like 2 or 3 years later they kept asking, and only then it happened. Yeah.
So when you get paired with a celebrity, do you have a bit of an inkling as to how far you'll go in the competition?
You cannot predict lots of things, but from the general ability of celebrities, you kind of can see how, if they are better dancers, there is a chance they will be leaving the competition, staying in the competition for a longer time. But you never know. I usually take it one day at a time and 1 week at a time. There is no reason to worry about week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. You have the task in front of you to perform this particular moment, and once you're inside of the process, you kind of so busy with making your celebrity look like a dancer that nothing else matters really, and you don't have time to think, oh yeah, I might go all the way to the final or not. It's not important, I think. At the end, if you take a first dance, celebrity's first dance versus their last dance, regardless of when they left the competition, and compare them, you show it to them and say, okay, that's what you did first week, and that's what you did this week, sometimes later. And they're like, wow, that's a big difference, because improvement happens, and that's what I love seeing, that improvement, rather than how far they're going to be in the competition. That's irrelevant.
Do you find it difficult to act as the teacher, or?
It's not difficult, but on Strictly, it's not just the teacher involvement, because you become good friends. You spend so much time together. You have common goal. As a professional dancer, you're responsible for choreography, obviously for teaching them how to dance, but at the same time, they wouldn't be able to become the best dancers they possibly can be without trusting you. So you establish a connection, you establish trust, you make sure that celebrity knows that they're interested in your heart all the time. So you're not just doing it because you want to do it, you're doing it to make them look better. Once they understand that, they can, like a flower under the sun rays, open up. Otherwise, they will never achieve the best performance level they could without that support. Without, you have to be psychologist, you have to be sometimes their mother, sometimes just a friend, sometimes just a teacher, sometimes just one person who will tell them off. So you need to know which role you're playing, but it's quite interesting. I think I love human nature, and I love figuring those things out.
Is it just as fun with somebody who can dance as somebody that can't dance or struggles with the dancing? So someone like the lovely Carol Kirkwood, she wasn't quite as naturally talented as someone like Caroline Flack.
I wouldn't say she was not naturally talented. Caroline Flack, she had some dance experience before, and it's like riding a bike. So you learn how to do it, and then maybe years later it kind of still stays in the system. The same with dancing. Of course your muscles are not the same when you were practicing or did ballet classes or whatever training she went through, but it stays in the system. So as a young person, you train your feet to be a certain way, you train your arms to move a certain way, and with people who never tried to do dancing before, you have to start with those little things, so they kind of fall slightly behind in that department. The thing is, like I said before, it's about the improvement. So the person who never danced before and the person who danced before, they improve pretty much at the same level. They go into the next stage and the next stage and the next stage. The only difference is they can express themselves better through their movement, but the improvement scale is pretty much the same. So for me, like I said again, it's not about how great they're gonna be in a final process, but how much improvement compared to the beginning, to the starting point. Like last series, so we had a male celebrity. I'm not going into any names, but we all know who he is. But he was one of the best dancers, celebrities ever on Strictly, and at the end he didn't win because that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are, and especially with UK audience, better you are at the beginning, less chances you have to win it, because, well, we knew you were good. We need an underdog to come through and thrive and become better, then we're going to vote for that person. So that's also part of the structure of the show, I think. So you don't even want to have the best dancer, you want to have the best journey.
So obviously no Len this year.
Yeah.
How will that affect, do you think? Do you sort of hear about what difference it's going to make, or is it when you turn up and obviously you see the change that's been made?
I haven't heard anything, and they never tell us anything as professional dancers. We're always last ones to find out about things, but it's definitely going to be different without Len, and whoever will take his spot will have to fill in big shoes. But as it happened before, 2-3 weeks into the show, we'll get used to a new person, and we're like, oh yeah, we love that person, for example, or that person is really, really good for the part they took, and then it kind of becomes all normal. And obviously it will be different without Len, but I'm looking forward to see what it's going to be in the new format with a new person. Not new format, with a new person.
So other than your nationwide tour, what's next for you? What's next for Pasha?
It's not much time in the year to do everything I want, but you want to kind of have a proper time to rest, because after the tour with traveling every day, with dancing pretty much every day, 6 shows a week, with 1 day off, with traveling from spot to spot. It's a lot going on. So you kind of like, you don't really go home after work anyway. So you constantly at work. You wake up and you drive and you set up and you do the show and you go back to the hotel. So you kind of always at work. So you don't really rest. So I make sure that I rest after the tour enough to start Strictly. And Strictly usually starts on 1st of August with all the professional dancers preparing all the group routines that we see throughout the series, because we don't really have time to do them or practice them as we're teaching our celebrities. We're trying to find any extra minute we can to train them. So technically August through end of this 1st of August through the up to Christmas, we're busy with Strictly, and then you have a little vacation again. And then I love doing my tour because I love dancing in front of live audience, and I love this kind of freedom where I can bring the idea to life and choose the music and do choreography all myself, tell some sort of story, engage people, and then see their reaction. So I love doing the tour. But it takes also a lot of time, and then I have maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks sometimes before Strictly starts. So it's a vicious circle, but no, I love it. There is nothing else at the moment going on, but working on a couple different shows. I don't know if they will come through eventually, but at the moment, this all I've got, this show about me.
Well, thank you very much and best of luck. That's great.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you.
A big thank you to our guest for being the subject of another Beyond the Title interview. If you like this, why not browse the website and see if there's anything else that takes your fancy. Don't forget to like our Facebook page to receive updates of forthcoming interviews and to see more information about me and what I do. Thanks again, and hopefully see you next time for another Beyond the Title interview.